Okay, so part three. Um, this is when I am 11 years old, and my mom has been in and out of church at this point in time. And this is one day when we happened to just pick up and go to church. And it wasn't an actual church, it was a home service, like, when people have service out their house. And there was a woman there, an older woman. I have no idea how old she was because when you're a kid, they're just old. Um, had no idea. But the lady was blind, and she was known for prophesying. And she she was sitting there, and we all were sitting there in chairs. I don't know, it maybe about 12, 15 people or something like that, all sitting in chairs in this circle around this woman. And they went through some Bible passages, some songs and stuff like that, and then things just kind of quieted down. And that was the way this woman held her services. And she says, all of a sudden, "You sitting by the window, come here." And I looked at the person in front of me, in front of the opposite window, and she's like, "What are you looking around for? I'm talking to you. You come over here, and your mother too." And obviously my mom was creeped out because this woman is supposed to be blind. Like, how did she know what I was wearing? And that's right, she said the lady in white and her daughter or something like that. And my mom looked creeped out because how would she know, right? Not to mention her eyes were actually closed. But anyway, like, she wasn't wearing sunglasses or anything, like they were closed. But anyway, I walked over there. I wasn't really scared, but it was like I felt my mom's energy of being scared, if that makes sense. So it made me nervous, just slightly. But she's like, "She's different." And my mom just kind of like, "Yeah, yeah." And she's like, "No, you don't understand. She's different. She's actually different. Like, God called her to be different. And you get in the way of that." And she said, "You are going to have to become a different person to be um, the mother that she needs, to be supportive to her so that she can fulfill her calling." And she's like, her calling is different from what I'm doing, but it's the same. She has the gift of prophecy. She has the gift to heal people. She has gifts to do things with her voice, with I think she called it a pitch or a tone or something like that. But I understood her as saying her frequency. She's like, God created her to be different so that she could attract a certain type of person. And that's what her work is. And you have to love her. You have to support her. You have to love her just the way she is, because she's being exactly who God wanted her to be. And she knows right now as a small child. And she's like, you cannot treat her the way that she's not going to do what other teenagers are doing as she gets older. She's not going to do what anyone else is doing. And she's very focused on what God sent her here to do. And you need to support her in that. And she was like, don't you ever be afraid to be yourself, because it's a part of your calling. Just because you're different, just because you don't think, talk, walk, dress, act like anybody else, it doesn't make you less than. She's like, those who are chosen have a special assignment from God, and it's going to bless you when you complete it. And I was 11 years old when she said that. No friends, no, I wasn't popular. I wasn't, actually, people considered me pretty weird because I never talked. Um, a lot of things like that. And when she said it, it was like something was vibrating in my entire body. I didn't cry then, but I feel emotional about it now. But I felt like illumination happening from the inside of my body and vibrating outways, like somebody was seeing me and seeing who I was. And it was life changing for me. Stay tuned for the next video.